Even though most fans haven't met their favorite celebrity, many of them might feel like they already know them, which is why they can get so excited when they finally get to meet them. When Katy Perry decided to collab with Vanity Fair and go undercover at an art exhibition, she was placed in a way in which her head was sticking out of a dish. And when she revealed herself to the fans, they were more confused about the whole situation than excited, and things got awkward.
I sure am.
This is the artist.
Awesome, very cool.
Any immediate reactions or responses to what we're seeing here?
With wax museums getting each time more realistic, it can even be hard to tell if it's actually a person or a wax figure if lighting isn't optimal. At the Jimmy Fallon show, the Stranger Things cast decided to surprise some fans by posing as wax figures and then photobombing their pictures.
And 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is an NBA player who's known for always giving fans time and trying to make the interaction as memorable as possible. An incredible moment to watch was when a young fan went to show Giannis her artwork during a busy event, and he took the time to take a look at her work and give her a big hug.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Michael B. Jordan is an actor who's recently been named the sexiest man alive. Last year, after finishing shooting a movie, he decided to go back to his hometown and visit his old high school. And the reactions from the students were priceless.
One and personal time with some of these kids. You look into those faces, and what do you see?
I see the future.
Even though most celebrities are pretty used to encountering over-the-top fans, it doesn't mean they always love it. When Jonah Hill was waiting for Leonardo DiCaprio to have lunch, Leo decided to pull a joke and pretend to be a crazy fan. In Stockholm, Sweden, a fan was invited to a radio show, and she had no idea Shawn Mendes was going to show up in the middle of the interview. And well, she was so surprised about the whole situation that she couldn't even look at Shawn Mendes, and instead kept looking at her friends in complete disbelief.
Since I first started coming here, the support, especially in Sweden, has been so extreme in the best way, you know, so I'm really...
A totally unexpected moment for some hikers in Hawaii happened at the Koko Crater Trail, which is one of the most challenging hikes on Oahu. And to everyone's surprise, the hikers saw none other than Barack Obama climbing the stairs.
Good to see you.
Merry Christmas, guys. We love you. You're so awesome.
Good to see you. Merry Christmas.
Right, good job. How long did it take you?
With BTS having a total fan base of around 130 million fans, they tend to be very idolized by their biggest fans, with one of the members even saying they can't fly in commercial planes anymore, because some fans would somehow get information on their flight and book the seats next to them. During the Ellen show, Ellen invited some of the most dedicated BTS fans to surprise them, and their reactions were priceless. When Warren Phillips was doing a live weather report in Australia, all of a sudden Chris Hemsworth crashes the show and proceeds to make the report himself, leaving the weather woman and host speechless.
Which I've noticed in the paddock. What are you doing?
Well, we're doing the weather for the Today Show.
Townsville, sunny, good, 28 as well. Sunshine Coast,
At the Reading Festival in the UK, two fans were invited backstage for an interview about what were their expectations for the show. And when the host noticed that one of the fans was wearing Billie Eilish's merch, they decided to surprise them with her.
Your heart on your sleeve. Yeah, literally, that's why I got
Oh, we got a mate to meet you, by the way.
So we were just getting a review of the show, Billy. So far, so good.
Getting surprised by your favorite celebrity might seem as good as a day can get. But when Kylie Jenner partnered with The Ellen Show to surprise a fan, Kylie also gave the fan a tour of Kylie's headquarters, and her and her mom $100,000 each.
Yeah, this is from me, and of course Ellen Hawkeye.
Back when One Direction were still together, they were doing some press for an upcoming tour. And well, some fans were invited to a listening booth, in which they got to listen to an unreleased album at the time. And while they were in the booth, Harry Styles went in to surprise them.
What have you thought about the album so far?
It's amazing.
Like it.
Oh my God, you're actually...
It's quite warm in here, isn't it? It is quite warm in here.
Okay, not sure how the fan didn't realize this, but during the Capital FM radio show, they decided to surprise a Selena Gomez fan by pretending she was in a virtual reality game. But in reality, she was just looking at the back camera of the phone, in which Selena was actually there.
How's it going? Oh my god, you smell so good!
Sometimes a surprise can take you very off guard. When a fan was getting a manicure and pedicure on her hotel room, Alexandria Daddario and Zac Efron sneakily got in the room, which at first made the fan very confused.
Oh, darn.
Oh, what's up, Emma?
Hugh Jackman is one of the celebrities that believes to always give their fans a moment. Even though he might not remember it, the fan will never forget it. When a fan in the crowd got to meet Hugh Jackman, both of them couldn't control themselves of excitement. A completely unexpected moment for some fans was when they got to meet Rihanna in the subway when she was on tour in London. An amazing moment to watch was when Ariana Grande and Jimmy Fallon surprised some fans that were doing covers of their songs, and one of the fans even started crying of happiness.
You sound beautiful. Oh my gosh, Judy! You sound so great!
A kind of bizarre way the Avengers cast decided to surprise some fans at the Jimmy Kimmel Show was by telling the fans if they put their head inside a hole in a cardboard, they'll be able to see a sneak peek of the movie. But in reality, it was the cast waiting to surprise them. During a flash workout in New York City, the students were dancing to a Beyoncé song. What absolutely no one expected was for Beyoncé to sneakily join the dance. And well, let's just say everyone started dancing much better when they noticed Beyoncé there. Before Harry Styles was about to start his performance for the Today Show, the host decided to pick a fan to give VIP tickets to his upcoming concert. And well, he happened to choose a super fan, which legs sort of stopped working after Harry said hi.
Mary and cousin Harry noticed that you were crying. He's going on tour this summer, and he'd like to give you VIP tickets. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself.
With Billie Eilish being one of the most streamed singers of all time, she has some of the most dedicated fans. When some of her biggest fans were invited to try out a new game, Just Dance, Billie Eilish was behind them, and the fans were totally unaware. At the Nylon offices, Daniel Radcliffe filled in as a receptionist for a couple of hours. And well, at first most people didn't notice him because they were busy at the job. But then the word spread, and many fans came to say hi.
I'm gonna get Nylon in the background. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We should act like we're working.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
Wait, 1, 2, 1. Are you okay to stay long?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much.
During a One Direction performance, a couple fans were invited on stage to play a game, in which they had to be blindfolded and try to guess which One Direction member's face they were touching. And if they guessed correctly, they won a physical copy of their album. An awesome homecoming moment for a fan who's a staffer at the Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show happened when The Rock and Jimmy surprised her in the middle of the show and took her to see her husband, who just came back to the country. It's no secret that Taylor is a bigger Tumblr user, and she even communicates with a lot of fans in the platform. When a fan was talking about how Taylor's music inspired her to come out, Taylor suddenly revealed herself and told her she read her story on Tumblr.
I know I read on Tumblr. Hi. How are you?
When a basketball player saw a fan trying to get a high five, he decided to take the extra time to make it a very memorable moment for the young fan.